Welcome back, everybody. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon, NBA DFS video. It is Wednesday. It is March 27th, and we are back with another video. Very exciting news. Baseball starts tomorrow. So we will be working on, I'll be working on the video today. That'll be out sometime this afternoon or tonight. It depends on when it comes out. I highly suggest if you have been waiting for it, go check out, and we've been talked about a lot, but go check out Fantasy Team Advisors. Go check out our playlist here on YouTube. Look at the MLB and look at, I would say probably July, right around July. You can see exactly what we're talking about. The depth of the video, we break down every single pitcher on the slate. We look at the bats on the slate. We go into depth on everything, and that's the plan for the entire year. The video, this one might be a little bit longer because I kind of want to touch on some like spring training stats as well, just to kind of see, because we don't have any other data to go off of for MLB. So we'll cover that. That video will be there. This video, I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to try something new. I want to see if you guys like it. What I'm going to do is we're going to go over the Vegas numbers, and then I'm going to go over the top 10 projections at each position. And that's it. I want to see if you guys like this video or the way we've been doing it. So I just want to try something new. Big shout out to everyone who checked out yesterday's video. We had 50 likes on the video, so we're having a giveaway. We had 2 giveaways for yesterday, and that's what we're trying to do. So we're always trying to have 2 giveaways every single day. The first way to win, like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment on the video for the comment picker. If that happens and we get 50 likes on a video, someone will win a free week of DFS content. If we get 100 likes, someone will win a free month. 125 likes is a free year, and 150 or more likes on any video is a free $500 lifetime pass. And we did have, I think, 51 likes on yesterday's video, so we will have a giveaway in a second. The second way to do it, and you can win twice a day, every single day. Like the video, be a subscriber, and tell me who is going to score the most amount of DraftKings fantasy points and how many fantasy points will they score. Whoever gets it closest without going over will win a free week of DFS, and that includes sports betting, DFS, and that'll be a week of MLB, a NASCAR, NBA, PGA, NFL, once NFL comes back. So, if you get it exactly correct, which we've only had one person do it, you will win a free month of everything we offer. So, the winner of yesterday's for guessing the correct player. So, Giannis played 46 minutes, 82.75 fantasy points. Everyone was on AD, which I absolutely loved AD. He played 51 minutes and 78.75, so he was very close. And I did say, let's go look at a Lakers stack. So we're very excited about that. So looking at this, with Giannis scoring 82.75, we had only one person out of all the comments pick Giannis. And the winner of the free week is Movers Are Us 4048. So congratulations. Hit us up an email. If you see this, let me know. Leave a comment saying you saw it. Let me know. dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com. And we will get you set up for the free week. So, on top of that, we had, how many did we end with? 52 likes. I'm gonna hit the like button. So we had 53. So, anytime we get close, I might help you out. We are going to see who's going to win a free week of content. So we have the YouTube randomizer. We're going to randomize it, and the name will pop up. So I did leave a comment of something else. So if it is my comment, I'll just re-roll it. So this will be the winner of the free week due to this. So if you are seeing this, email me a username you would like on the website and the email that you would actually like to DFSHelp1. So good luck to everyone. And this winner is Rick Samuelson. Rick, if you're seeing this, you are the winner. Email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com, and we will get you set up quickly today. And we used to do that for every single MLB day. We would have all these likes, all these comments. We'd get everyone in there. We would have a giveaway every single day. We didn't with NBA, but I'd really like to. So, that being said, let me pause this, get everything ready to go, and then we will set everything up for you. So we have another 10-game slate going on today. We're going to look at the Vegas odds, and then we are going to look at the top 10 at each position. Now, these will change a little bit throughout the day. We've got a lot of people out right now. We've got a lot of questionable tags, whether or not they're going to be in or out. We will definitely take a look at that. That will open up some things. So on top of what we have, in the description of this video is today's article. In that article, we have 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. With those players being in or out, or we're waiting on that news, those value picks will change a little bit. So what I tell everyone, check out the article, then check out the website if we have any other news, and then go to our Discord channel. In the link in the description of this video is today's, is the Discord link. Every day, except for yesterday because I was at the doctor, we will give out both core plays for Fanduel and DraftKings, and sometimes we'll even do the night slate core plays, and we'll give you a bunch of value plays that have popped up throughout the day. So this video stays as current as it can, but we will update that throughout the day. So looking at the Vegas odds real quick, depending on when you watch this video, it may have changed, so you can kind of see the line. You can see what they open with. You can see what they are current. So currently right now, the highest over-under on the slate, Bulls Pacers 233. Again, absolutely love to get some Bulls players and Pacers, because every time the Pacers are up there, it's usually a high-scoring game, or there's a ton of fantasy points to go around. Jazz versus Spurs. Jazz are a 2.5-point favorite right now. 231.5 over/under. We got Thunder Rockets with a 6.5 over/under with a 6.5 spread for Thunder. 230 over/under. We've got the Nets versus Wizards. The Nets are a 2.5-point favorite right now. 226.5 over/under. We've got the Nuggets versus the Suns. The Nuggets are a 6.5-point favorite, 224.5. We've got the Lakers versus Grizzlies. Lakers are a 4-point favorite right now, 222 over/under. The Clippers and 76ers. Clippers being a 5.5-point favorite, 219. Magic versus Warriors. Magic are a 6.5-point favorite, 218.5. Then we get a little bit ones that I'm a little concerned of. Hawks versus Trailblazers. Hawks being an 11-point favorite with only 214 over/under, which, if you don't get the correct players, it's a low over/under for a double-digit spread there. We got Timberwolves versus Pistons. Timberwolves being a 12.5-point favorite with a 214 over/under. Then we get down to the Knicks versus Raptors. The Knicks are a 12.5-point favorite, 208.5, and then Cavs versus Hornets. Cavs are a 10-point favorite, 207 over/under right now. And I mentioned this before, where we're getting into the part of the season where teams that are on the brink of playoffs, they're playing their guys, we're getting the minutes. Teams that have already clinched, we are seeing their studs play a little bit and then pull back a little bit, especially with like these big double-digit spreads that we're seeing with some of these games. And then the teams that are already out of playoff contention, their starters are playing, but they're not. They're coming out, and we're seeing other bench players. So that's where the value and the value plays open up throughout the day. It just really depends. We got a lot of high over-unders, but we got a lot more lower ones, and the spreads scare me a little bit. We'll still take a look. We'll still build around, but we wanted to try a different way today, and I need some feedback. Do you like it this way? Do you like it the old way? I need feedback, what you guys would like to see in these videos. So, that being said, we just scroll through. We see Embiid is still out. LeBron having that questionable tag. Played Wednesday, did not play Tuesday, was on the first game of a back-to-back, resting his ankle for whatever reason, which this might come in handy because he didn't play yesterday. We had AD play 40, however many minutes he played. How many minutes did he play? What did I say? Played 52 minutes in that game. 78.75 was perfect. I loved him yesterday, especially with LeBron being out. Him playing that many minutes, I could see him taking a little bit of backseat today. Again, he has a matchup that we could use, but I think I'd rather go with James there in that situation. Dejounte Murray is questionable, but due to lower back. Yeah, so we'll kind of look. Played 41 minutes on Monday. Now he's questionable. We will take a look. Obviously, we're waiting on news. If he is out, that will open up value for Atlanta. So we will wait throughout the day and let you know any value in the Discord channel. Mitchell's out, Ball is still out, Manuel quickly, Ayton's questionable, Julius Randle. I mean, all the guys that have been out are pretty much still out. We've got some questionable tags. We waited on Gobert the other day. I mean, he's still playing 74 minutes his last 2 games. He's been questionable tagged the entire time. He's probably good to go. It really hasn't hit value. And by value, if you've not been here, if you're new, basically what you're looking for in NBA right now, minimum of 7 times value. And that's the bare minimum. So 7,800 times 7 is what you're looking for. And that's basically for every single player. Now, you're not going to find that for every single player, okay? You're going to get some players that get 10 times value at like 3,500 or 3,900, stuff like that. So looking at that, I think he should be good to go. There's no other news at the moment that he will be out. Hasn't hit a ton of value, but he's got a great matchup. So on and so forth all the way down. If other people are out later on, we will definitely talk about that. But I wanted to do something different today. I want to go over our projections with the DVP and the players that we like currently. So, that being said, we're trying something new today. Let's try it. Let me know if you like it. So, looking at point guard, SGA, got him, not the best matchup, but third DVP. We've got him projected at the highest at the point guard right now, 49 fantasy points. Followed by Dejounte Murray at 48 fantasy points, has a 19th DVP. Tyrese Halliburton, 5th DVP, 47 fantasy points. Jalen Brunson is number 5 against Toronto, but again, a little bit scared of this spread of 12.5. Jalen Brunson would be one that they might yank, not play the whole game if they are up big, so that's definitely something to look at. But got him projected at 45 fantasy points right now. Got Steph Curry at number 5 at 42 fantasy points. Tyrese Maxey at number 6, 42 fantasy points. James Harden against his old team Philly, 40 fantasy points at number 7. Fred VanVleet, who I guess sold it. What am I doing? VanVleet here against OKC. 2 nights ago, 30.75 fantasy points. Only played 26 minutes. The minutes have been weird for VanVleet, but you see he was in 30s and the past have been 20s, but it was a blowout there. So Houston versus OKC. Thunder are supposed to be a 6.5 point favorite, so I could see Fred playing the majority of the game. Okay, so got him at number. We got Jeff Green at 39 fantasy points, and then we got Fred VanVleet at 38 fantasy points, and then we got Cade Cunningham, questionable tag right now, but Cade Cunningham number 10 against Minnesota for Detroit, playing from behind or projected to play from behind. We've got Cunningham at about 37 fantasy points. Looking at the shooting guard, Ant Edwards, I think he's going to have that questionable tag the rest of the year with his finger. Yeah, I mean, he dislocated his finger, but he hasn't missed a game since December. Coming off 40 plus, 50 plus. I love me some Ant here, especially against Detroit. Got him number 1 here. We're looking at about 47 fantasy points out of him. Number 2, Michael Bridges at 40. Number 3 is Paul George at about 39 fantasy points. Number 4 is Cam Thomas against Washington. A fantastic matchup for him, 21st DVP. It is questionable right now, 39 fantasy points. Let's take a look real quick. Just see if he's questionable or going to be ruled out. He did miss his last game. This is definitely something to look at. If he is in, I've got him projected there. Again, though, we are waiting. He's questionable. We are waiting for news. If he is out, obviously people will move up and we'll find other value. So Cam Thomas right now, got him projected at 40 fantasy points. Desmond Bane against the Lakers. I love this matchup for Bane. 37 fantasy points. Jordan Poole against Brooklyn, playing from behind, 33 fantasy points. Dante DiVincenzo, 33 fantasy points. Austin Reeves, who we really liked. I think he could score a little bit more tonight, too. Got him at 32 fantasy points. Karis LeVert at 31 fantasy points, and Gary Trent Jr. at 31 fantasy points as well. So, moving on to the small forward with LeBron being back tonight and resting yesterday. I've got him as the top small forward projected right now, right about 51 fantasy points. If AD is down a little bit or doesn't play as much because he played so many minutes last night, I could see this being more than 41. These are basically floor projections. They're not perfect projections, but we've been pretty damn good with them. So these are part of the website. So if you go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, NBA player projections, these are what they are based off of. Number 2 is DeMar DeRozan at 42 fantasy points. Number 3 is Kawhi Leonard at 41. Number 4 is Josh Hart at 41 fantasy points. 5 is Pascal Siakam at 40 fantasy points. Number 6 is Miles Bridges at 39. 7 is Denny Adija at 35. 8 is Brandon Miller against Cleveland here at 32. 9 is Franz Wagner here against Golden State at 32 fantasy points. And number 10 is Tobias Harris against the Clippers, 31 fantasy points. So, move to the power forward position tonight. As of now, we do have Anthony Davis with the calculations, 55 fantasy points. At his 10,500, I don't mind that. I don't know. We'll kind of wait till news to see. I feel like we'll get some news out of him. But AD, number 1 at 55 fantasy points. Number 2 is Paolo Banchero against Golden State at 44 fantasy points. Number 3 is Jalen Williams against Houston for 34 fantasy points. Number 4 is Evan Mobley at 31 fantasy points. 5 is Naz Reid at 31 fantasy points. Number 6 is Gregory Jackson at versus the Lakers for 30 fantasy points. 7 is Jabari Smith Jr. against OKC. Has the best matchup for them at 30th DVP. Got him at 30 fantasy points. Got Santi Aldama here against the Lakers, 29 fantasy points. Number 9 is Jonathan Kuminga at 29 fantasy points. And number 10, rounding out the power forward here, we've got Draymond Green against Orlando, 29 fantasy points, which he doesn't hit value at 6,300. And then center position, he is questionable now. Let's wait. DeAndre Ayton does pop up number 1. The minutes have been down. He's considered questionable, risk of missing 4. Yeah, so he hasn't played in 4 games. As of now, he's projected up, but it will shift if he is out. But as of now, with his questionable tag and not being out, algorithm likes him at 25th DVP for 43 fantasy points. You got Rudy Gobert, who's questionable but probably plays against Detroit. Has a fantastic matchup. 29th DVP for Rudy. We've got him at 41 fantasy points. Nikola Vucevic here against Indy in this matchup I love, 40 fantasy points. Jaren Jackson Jr. comes in at number 4 against the Lakers, 40 fantasy points. Number 5 is Chet Holmgren against Houston, 19th DVP, 38 fantasy points. So number 6 is Nick Claxton, 38 fantasy points, has the best matchup. Washington is very bad against the center. Claxton got him at 38 fantasy points. Love that at 6,400. Jared Allen is number 7 against Charlotte, 36 fantasy points. Kelly Olynyk is not the best matchup, has the first DVP, but we've got him at 34 fantasy points there. Number 9 is Clint Capella against Portland, 21st DVP out of him, 32 fantasy points. And rounding out the top 10 for centers tonight, Miles Turner against Chicago, 12th DVP, 32 fantasy points. So that is some projections. I want to know if you guys like the video this way. If you like it the other way, let me know. Very interested in hearing what you guys have questions-wise. Leave a comment if you want. Hit the bell notification so you can see when this baseball video goes live. It'll be out today. Cannot wait. We've got all of the pitchers. I want to see real quick if they've updated this. I wasn't even able to look at it yesterday. So for whatever reason, I can't even look at the pitchers right now, which stinks because I want to do the video. So we're still going to look at it, but if you go in and you go to lobby, you go to MLB. Okay. 8. So there's 15 games here. I don't like how they've broken it up, but they have. You've got 3 games early from 12, 10. So we'll cover this slate too. I just hate when they break slates up like this. We're still going to cover this. We'll still go through. I mean, it's opening day. We're going to have studs everywhere. We're going to look at those matchups. We're going to take a look at the BVPs and stuff like that. So we will take a look at this. This first video might be very long. There's a ton to cover. And if you've never been with us for MLB, you're in for a treat. If you sign up FTA Plus, a monthly pass for $24.99 gets you a full month of every sport and sports betting. We cover a ton. Player projections, Vegas odds, batter splits, BVP matchups, stolen base targets, cheat sheets, prop bets. We're very excited about the prop bets. I can't remember which one was the one that didn't pop up. I need to refresh one of these links. I've already, and I'm going to give you a preview. I've already picked some sports bets that I like. This is the one that doesn't pop up. Okay. So give me a second. I'll pop that up for you. Okay. So as of right now, just looking at the BVPs, looking at the matchups, I'm still waiting on some weather. Obviously, weather is a factor for MLB. I read one of the stadiums is supposed to have like 20 inches of snow. I can't remember where that's at the moment. Was it Detroit? It wasn't Detroit. Which is nuts. This is the part of the season where the weather will be a factor a little bit more, but it's going to be cold places. It might snow a ton. They might postpone the game. But just looking at these matchups, all of these have amazing matchups. Acuna against Zach Wheeler, he might go yard, pitch one of the game. Pete Alonso has a great matchup. Ketel Marte has a great matchup. Jordan against Nestor. Glaber against Framber Valdez. I love these matchups. So total bases, obviously, if they're hitting a home run, they're hitting over 1.5 bases. So I absolutely love baseball. You guys know that. I do usually about a three player home run parlay every single night. It's just fun, like $5 bet, stuff like that. So if you haven't been with us for MLB season, I think you're in for a treat. So we've got a ton to go over for baseball. Once everything is up, we will go through everything. So I got to redo and update the link to this, which I will. But under MLB, we've got everything there. Ballpark ratings from obviously last year. Basically, this is like DVP and stuff from like NBA. We've got to wait we got to get a sample size of like a couple of weeks to really feel comfortable. Some players start out slow for MLB, especially in cold weather cities. So that's definitely something to look at. So if you have questions about this basketball, leave it on here. If you have questions about baseball, we will be covering that in the video. Hopefully that is out a little bit later today. I really wanted Baseball Savant to be working, but they're doing the stupid they're doing this stupid thing. So it might not be able to, but we will figure it out. So that's what I've got in this video. If you have questions, get those down below. Good luck on the slate, and let's hit that 50 likes again so we can have 2 giveaways yet again. Good luck, and as always, bring them that bacon. Peace.